Off the coast of Ivory, Martha's County's ocean blue. Saw you dipping, diving with your family crew.
Welcome to Season 2 of the Tony B Radio Show. The best 30 minutes of your day.
Hey, Tony Beers, welcome back. It's a Wellness Wednesday morning, and we're super excited to have you at Season 2. Unbelievable how we've been able to keep it together during the pandemic. Want to give you a quick rundown of the show. Once again, an action-packed show again. You're listening to the Tony B Radio Show at gmail.com. And this week we have, of course, as always, the theme of the week, the scripture of the week. We have commentary from our good friends. And we have, of course, the interview. Very exciting today because we have an interview from CPA and partner Jim LaFave. And he's going to tell us all of the great things that we need to know about tax and pre-tax planning for individuals and businesses. Of course, we have a little talk with Bob, and we will hear some of Bob's music. And then we usually end with Boat 30, and Boat 30 is going to give us an update in the sports arena. So there you have it. We're cooking with the hot sauce. Let's get ready and let's go.
Are you seeking the very best in auto driving? Greenwich Honda, located in the heart of Greenwich, Connecticut, is ready to serve you at 294 Mason Street. New, used, or auto servicing and maintenance needs, get the best from Greenwich Honda. Call today, 203-622-0622.
Okay, we're back with the scripture and the theme of the week. And this week's theme of the week is very simple. Speak the solution, not the problem. Tony Beers and newcomers, I'll say it again. The theme of the week is speak the solution and not the problem. And as always, we have a scripture to back it up. And this week's scripture is Proverbs 18 and 21. Yes, Proverbs 18 and 21 says, death and life are in the power of the tongue, and they that love it shall eat forth the fruit thereof. In other words, the scripture is basically saying, whatever you speak out of your mouth is what's going to be. And therefore, you need to speak positive affirmations over you, your life, your family members, your employment, your profession, things that you're doing. You should always remember, speak the solution, not the problem. We know the problem. We don't need you to highlight the problem. We need you to ascertain, move towards the solution. So Proverbs 18 is going to help you out there, and that is our theme of the week and our scripture of the week. All right, so we have two repeat guests who give their commentation. And so we're going to have first Darnell's Diamond Nuggets, followed by the ABCs of Education with our good friend Beverly. Enjoy.
Good morning, and thanks for a few moments of your time. I woke up this morning thinking about having money in your pockets is good, but having Jesus in your heart is better. I was led to the hymn, I'd rather have Jesus than silver or gold. I'd rather be his than have riches untold. I'd rather have Jesus than houses or land. I'd rather be led by his nail-pierced hand. I'd rather have Jesus than man's applause. I'd rather be faithful to his dear cause. I'd rather have Jesus than worldwide fame. I'd rather be true to his holy name. He's fairer than the lilies of rarest bloom. He's sweeter than honey from out of the comb. He's all that my hungering spirit needs. I'd rather have Jesus and let him lead. One of my favorite hymns, and so true to my own life, preferring Jesus to the world. Do you prefer Jesus to the world? Until the next time, Darnell's Diamond Nuggets. Stay focused and be encouraged.
Today I'd like to share some ideas on how to celebrate the last days of school. First, I would suggest that you list 3 significant things that you were able to accomplish this year. Secondly, Frame the awards your child received this year and hang them where they can see them every day, building confidence and increasing self-esteem. Thirdly, host a celebration luncheon for your child with a few of their closest friends so that they can still social distance. Finally, remind your child every day how bright and beautiful they are, and more importantly, that they are already enough. This is your friend Beverly giving you the ABCs of education. Have a great day.
Now we're going to talk to Bob. Hey, Bob, how you doing?
I'm doing very good, thanks.
Bob has been working on his music. And I think you know from season 1, but if you don't know, we'll introduce. Here's Bob's first entree into creating his own beats. It's called Tornado Watch. That was Tornado Watch. But what's super exciting, and I hope you all remember that, it was sort of like Bob was, he played that tune, and then we were talking about because we were having a hurricane or some strange weather in Connecticut during that time of season 1. What's exciting now is Bob, I don't know if you've had that interview, but you can go back through the archives. Bob was lamenting that he wasn't really being challenged with the music and felt like he needed a specific task or to be commissioned by someone to actually do a job. And so, what did I do? I brought on the air and I said, hey, Bob, well, why don't you come up with something like a very, great beat, and we'll see if we could have Jay. So Jay is welcoming everyone back to season 2 as well. And she thought the best way to do it was to introduce a collaboration between Bob's music, Bob's computerized music, and Jay singing on a song. But Bob, before we do that, why don't you just tell a little bit of the audience, how did you come about with this beat?
Well, it's a program, on the computer that has loops of sounds, and it was really a lot of fun to try to find something upbeat and leave a little room for someone else to come along and put some lyrics in. Because a lot of my music, as you could tell, is very full already. There's very little room for anything else around it. So that was my first challenge, and I was kind of happy with what I came up with. And I'm very curious to hear what Jay has done, because I haven't heard it yet myself.
All right, so here you are. Without further ado, Bob is hearing his music put to Jay's voice. Here is Jay's new release, Bob composed music, Run, R-U-N. Let's hear Jay and Bob's collaboration of Run.
1, 2, 3, 4. I got a lot of frustration, no patience, no expectations. I run. Got a lot of frustration, no patience, no expectations. I run.
Wow, there you have it. That's Run. Bob, what did you think of that?
Well, I love it, and of course, immediately I'm also thinking about, I want to do differently. That's that's the way.
Isn't that super exciting? That's collaboration. That's what we call a collab. So that's Bob and Jay coming together. Very exciting. There are going to be a lot of exciting things in season 2, and so we just wanted to share that with you. And if you like that, feel free to write into the Tony B Radio Show at gmail.com and make a comment and encourage Bob and encourage Jay. We thank you.
When you think of accounting, you rarely think innovation. However, over the past several years, the need for technology, integration, accessibility, transparency, and collaboration of your tax needs have all merged. Whether it's business or personal tax planning, you need to set an appointment now with the Innovative CPA Group. Be ahead of the curve. See partner Jim Lefebvre, CPA, at the Innovative CPA Group, 9 Harmony Street, Danbury, Connecticut. Go to the website innovativecpagroup.com or email Jim at innovativecpagroup.com or call his office 203-797-1555. The Innovative CPA Group is here to serve all your tax needs.
Hey, Tony Beers, I'm super excited for the interview. You know how we are in season 2, and this season, the interview is being highlighted under our business report. And this week, we are honored to have my good friend, CPA and partner of the Innovative CPA Group, Jim Lefebvre. Jim has 3 offices in Connecticut. They are in Danbury, Darien, and Trumbull, but he'll come on and tell you that they actually do business all across the country. And why we're super excited to have Jim is, it's been a lot during the pandemic. COVID-19 stimulus checks, unemployment, individuals having to file 1099s for the first time, all the things that go along with businesses. So Jim not only highlights individual tax planning, but he's also an expert in business tax planning. So without further ado, I want you to meet my good friend, Jim Lefebvre. Hey, Jim.
Hey, Tony. How you doing today? Hope you and all your listeners are doing well today.
Actually, we're doing fine, and we're all super excited because we all have tax issues and concerns. So I was just wondering, maybe you can talk a little bit about your role at the Innovative CPA Group. Of course, you're a CPA, but also that you're a partner, and maybe just tell us a little bit about what you do.
Yeah, being a partner in this firm, I do, besides a lot of tax returns and business planning and trust and estate planning, do business development, look for opportunities with growing companies and help them and nurture their businesses along. We each have a role in the firm. One of the partners does more of the technical side. Another one will do more of the day-to-day operations, and I pretty much specialize in high net worth preparation of tax returns, business planning, and also business development.
Well, that's super exciting. So it sounds like the Innovative CPA Group spans a wide range of services, also in the technical end, because as businesses pivot and individuals pivot from home, the technical aspect of accounting procedures, all of that, a lot of it I would imagine is being done via computer. So that's very good to know. In terms of your 3 offices in Connecticut in particular, are you pretty much manning those 3 offices, or are the individuals that you spoke about are supporting that as well?
I spend the majority of my time between the Danbury and Darien office. My other partners spend more of their time in the Trumbull office. I we'll spend 2 to 3 days in each, depending on the time of year. During tax season, it's almost 50-50 between the two offices. One of the things that we've seen with the COVID pandemic is we used to do a lot of face-to-face meetings. Obviously, we had to minimize that for health safety reasons, and it's brought in a whole new realm of not only the Zoom conferences, but the way clients and get their information to us. Now, I would say 75 to 80% of the information is now delivered through secure portals. Our firm and our clients, we set up secure portals, so any information that they send to us is going to be in a secure fashion, and we don't have to worry about the information being leaked or hacked. So a lot of the work that I always used to do, face-to-face or with meetings, is more of it's done remotely now, just like a lot of people out there have learned to adapt.
Wow, that's pretty incredible. So basically, the pandemic, COVID-19, made your business pivot, and now your interaction with your clients is more over technology, and the information that they submit to you is via technology, but on a secure portal. So this really is actually a new paradigm for your business. What are the 2 or 3 advantages of doing business this way as opposed to your former sort of face-to-face clients coming in, dropping off a pile of their tax stuff?
It has some advantages and some disadvantages. When you're meeting with somebody face-to-face, it's nice to have the interaction with the client, and I'm a people person. I enjoy doing that. So you kind of lose that in getting the information digitally. Getting the information digitally for us helps us because we can take that information, we put it into our secure files, so we always have that information. So we'll prepare the returns, we'll have that information in a safe location. So if the client ever gets audited or if they ever need a document for a mortgage or something like that, we have that information available to us at our fingertips. So we can get their information quick, securely, and help us to prepare that return on a timely basis versus somebody waiting to make an appointment or mailing their stuff. We can get that information quick. So there are some pros and cons to it.
Okay, so for all you listeners that perhaps just tuned in, I'm speaking with Jim LaFave. He is the CPA partner at the Innovative CPA Group, and we're just discussing the pros and cons of pivoting to the new paradigm of tax returns for businesses and individuals. So I thought I'd ask Jim a question because there's been a lot of migration in Connecticut to Connecticut, from Connecticut, of businesses and individuals. And Jim mentioned earlier that he does business all across the country. I was just wondering, what are some of the interesting things and trends that you're finding with people who are perhaps, let's say in this case, moving out of state, but still you're handling their tax returns in, let's say, the South, or they're moving to Arizona or wherever, but they still have a tax year in Connecticut. How is that working?
So what's happening with all this people moving in and out of the state, and, just going back a little bit, Connecticut, I've been doing taxes and work for over 40 years. Connecticut at one time didn't have any state income tax, and that's why it was a very advantageous to live in this state. And over the years, of course, we know there is, and it's not the highest in the country, but it's it's up there. And people in New York, we have a lot of people that live in Connecticut, work in New York, and so they have to do non-resident returns. Now, when people leave the state, they have to do part-year returns. So if you have somebody moving to Florida or moving to Arizona, they have to do a part-year Connecticut resident return and a part-year Arizona. Now, Florida has no income tax, so once they're down there, the income they've earned while they live down there is not subject to a state tax. So there are a lot of advantages, and you see a lot of people leaving to the states like Florida, Wyoming, that have no state income tax. So there are obviously some benefits to doing that.
Yes, I see. And so with all of this moving around and innovation and pivoting, I want our listening audience to know that Jim Lefebvre is at the Innovative CPA Group, and you can simply email the Innovative CPA Group. You can go to their website, innovativecpagroup.com. Of course, Jim Lefebvre, you can call him, and we're super excited for having Jim. Jim, I was just wondering, is there anything that you might want to talk specifically about businesses, particularly who have had to get, I guess, stimulus assistance and may have never done that before with the various, stimulus checks for businesses? Maybe you could talk about a little bit about that.
Yeah, we've been very active in acquiring the SBA or the PPP loans for clients. We did, and that happened right in the middle of tax season as well. So we had a dedicated staff that just dealt with the application process for these businesses. As we all know, the restaurant industry is one of the hardest hit, and there's other programs out there for these restaurants and entities that were in that business. So there's not only the SBA loans, there's other payroll relief programs, and those checks are just actually hitting our clients today. I just saw one of our big restaurants in Darien just getting a nice big check from this plan. So there is grants, there are SBA loans, there are all kinds of opportunities for businesses to get some of this money that had been earmarked from the recent government programs. One of the things I do on a weekly basis is I attend what they call AICPA, which is our organization, and we have town meetings over the internet, and they bring to us attention all the changes, not only for taxes and for businesses and individuals, but they also bring our attention to these programs that are the government agencies are been talking about. I mean, one of the big issues right now with tax planning is we don't know what this new administration is going to do. We know taxes will probably be going up. At what level and how much, we just don't know. We have some good assumptions that we can make, but on a weekly basis we attend these meetings via the websites, and we get our information, and we do send this out to our clients. We have email blasts, and they can go to our website and they can see the information as we get it off the press.
Wow. Well, there you have it. That is the business report from Tony B Radio Show interviewing Jim Lefebvre, CPA and partner at the Innovative CPA Group. I want you to thank Jim in any way you can. If you want to send an email to him, if you'd like to call him, if you'd like to send something into the Tony B Radio Show, the Tony B Radio Show at gmail.com, letting us know what you extracted from this interview. Jim, I want to thank you so much, and we look forward to pivoting into the new future in the way we do business, and we're certain that the Innovative CPA Group is going to be at the forefront of everything tax related.
I would like to thank you as well, Tony, and your listeners. And like Tony said, if you have any questions or concerns, feel free to contact us either through our website or me directly.
Okay, well, there you have it, Tony Beers. We're cooking with the hot sauce. Once again, we thank Jim LaFave. Take care.
Bye now.
Do you have access to your bank's CEO? At the First Bank of Greenwich, you will. They are experts in commercial and residential lending. Visit them in Westchester, Stamford, and in Greenwich, Connecticut.
And now we will highlight Boat 30. Boat 30 brings you our Tony B Sports Arena. And this week, I thought we'd highlight, where is Tiger Woods?
Hey, Tony Beers, this is Faithon Bolton of Boat 30. We're back in action and welcome you to Season 2 of the Tony B Radio Show. Enjoy.
I just thought quickly, there was an aerial photo taken of Tiger Woods in his backyard, and it seems that he was ripping up his golf course. So the intrigue of everyone was Tiger getting rid of his golf course in his backyard in his Florida home because he feels he's never going to play professional golf again. And so consequently, there's been back and forth on social media, but it seems that Tiger Woods actually is upgrading his backyard golf course, and so he's actually putting in more challenges. So to me and to everyone who's positive, and hopefully you Tony Beers are coming along with me, and newcomers, the Tiger Woods is coming back. Yay! Cooking with the hot sauce, Tiger Woods. This has been Boat 30 sponsoring Tony B's Sports Arena. All right, that pretty much brings us to the wrap-up of the show. It's been a great show. It went so quickly. Wow, I just can't believe this. We are commissioned to do 5 shows for the summer season 2 of Tony B. And so, listeners, I just want to make sure that you're in there, that you're getting all that we have, and that you will have a great week. Go to TonyBMediaGroup.com and share in Tony B World. Have a great week.